Oh no, we forgot to get groceries again for the week. I guess it's gonna have to be a pantry meal. Wow, we have so much stuff in here, but I just don't know what to make out of it. This keeps happening. So I think a great solution to this would be building the random dinner selector that allows you to press a button, spin a wheel, and actually come up with an idea that you can use from the pantry. There will be a couple main mechanisms that we'll need to make sure that we get right so that we can make the final build. First one will be the spin mechanism. The idea I have was to use a rubber band in the back to kind of allow it to wind up on the axle and then allow it to spin. So that will be the spin mechanism. The next mechanism we need to figure out is the release mechanism so that it doesn't just spin right when you wind it up. Release mechanism will be a double seesaw effect, which when you press down here will allow this to come up and allow this to come down, which should release the peg, allowing it to spin. We're going to first start with prototyping the first mechanism, the spin mechanism. Remember, it's kind of based off of a rubber band car where you have a little notch, you run a rubber band through it, and you kind of attach it to this peg, and then you can pull it back, and then it should kind of, let you go. So I've got ahead and built the spin mechanism. You can see I used the same 3D printed part for the axle right here. It's attached. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how it winds up. And then when you let go, it actually does spin. So that's good. Now the second mechanism is the release mechanism. The release mechanism is kind of a double seesaw effect, kind of going to release here. So I did go ahead and build that up. Run this guy through. My hinge right now is just some blue painter's tape. Add this guy in. There you go. It's holding it. And so now when I release here, there you go. It goes. Alright, final build. So the spin mechanism has been simplified. It's just a nail going through an axle. It's still using the same rubber band effect, so that when you release, it still allows it to spin, and then it lets go, allowing it to continue to spin. Still using the same double seesaw effect. When you press the red handle, the middle comes up and allows this end to come down, which will release the peg as observed, allowing it to spin. This was a fun project, going from kind of like the brainstorming phase to kind of coming up with mechanisms, going through requirements, then moving on to prototype, taking your paper design and making it real, and also testing out various mechanisms and learning about different designs and different trade studies you can do, and finally moving into the final build, where you actually build something that you can use every day. Alright, so now that the final build is done, we can go ahead and smash the red lever and find a meal that we can make from our pantry. In this case, it will be burritos!